Hello and welcome to another episode of Frugal Finance. Today we're going to do a stock review. So we're going to look at the stock NIO. Hopefully everyone's got a rough idea of what they do, but if they don't, please do stay tuned anyway, because I'll probably explain it again in a second, because that's what I do. Smash the like button, comment below, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and without that, let's just get straight stuck in. Bit of a mouthful that, wasn't it? Let's get stuck in. So NIO are basically a Chinese Tesla. So they do electric vehicles. Now, what they've done is kind of targeted their user, if they like, their end user, much more at the kind of BMW, Audi, Mercedes type market, that kind of upper management, much more kind of German quality, if you like. And early reports is that the quality of the cars are on par with those kind of manufacturers. So that's the kind of market that they've aimed for. And basically they are an electric vehicle company. They don't make any combustion engines, just electric vehicles. They've got a range mainly consisting of SUVs, but they've now brought out a sedan, and they've probably got other vehicles in the pipeline. And really that's their kind of model. One thing that they do, one thing that they do, but distinguish themselves from Tesla, is they actually promote and are actively investing in what they call battery swapping technology. I won't go into the ins and outs of this, but imagine Formula One, where they zoom in and they get their tyres changed by 5 mechanics and they just kind of whiz the wheels off and put the things on. Imagine that happening with the battery. So instead of having to plug it in and charge it, you go into an area, and they just change the battery over for you. It takes about 3 minutes, probably quicker than filling up with petrol or diesel. Obviously that's early technology, so there are not a lot of those centres around, and mainly it's quite early days in China for that. So that's the kind of how they distinguish themselves from Tesla. So there's a couple of things to note with the share price for NIO of late. It has had some fluctuations, and obviously there are various things that have gone on. So we'll leap on over to my Trading 212 app and have a look at some of the data on that. And whilst we do that, please don't forget that if you use the links in the description below, you can get up to £100 worth of free money if you open up a trading account with Trading 212, credit some money, and then they'll give you a free stock worth up to £100. So please do use the links in the description below if you want to do that. Obviously, as I say in all videos, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on YouTube. This is for entertainment purposes only. You need to do your own research and take your own independent advice. Don't do what I'm doing. Don't copy me. With that said, let's jump in on to the app. So we are just on the Trading 212 app. First thing I need to do is go over to the invest part, because the NIO stock is not available in the Tesla. In the ISA. Got Tesla and electric vehicles on the brain, obviously, on the ISA side. So this is NIO, and if we go to the max view, you can see that for some period of time share price was around about $3 or $4, and then around about May 2020, so middle of the pandemic type stuff, I believe the Chinese government started to basically announce their initiatives that they were going to heavily support the EV industry in China and really look to subsidize it and make it very profitable to run an electric vehicle company in China. And these some of these kind of growths here also growth spikes with Tesla as well. So you can see that it's gone absolutely phenomenal towards the tail end of last year. From the kind of summer onwards, it has just climbed and climbed. And then I believe around here there was an issue with some battery swapping or a fire, and obviously they also had the issue of publicity and so on. So essentially it's recovered from that, but that's what this dip here is for. Maybe someone else can comment below is the exact thing, because I actually started investing in them around about here, so post this dip. But there was a bit of a lull about sort of December time 2019 into the new year, because actually NIO didn't actually know if they had enough money to last throughout the year before the pandemic. But the Chinese government come along and basically bailed them out. So that was a signal as to this particular bit here. As it currently stands, they're trading at just around about $60. Obviously, this is live market data here. As you can see, that's up on the week around about 0.32%. Of late, it's had a little bit of a dip, but overall it's up. And you can see into the further information down the bottom here. You see I've got a price alert for $54. It does fluctuate quite a bit. There's further information on NIO, the ES8 and the ES7, all the SUVs that they've got, which, as you would have seen in the little screenshot from earlier. Driving 100 kilometers per hour, and that's 0 to 60 in the UK, 4.4 seconds. So not quite as fast as Tesla times, but pretty quick for a big SUV. And then obviously further information on them. Now, they're billions of pounds in debt. Like most of these things, they need the money to get off the ground to start with, so they've got lots of venture capitalists. It's a very hot stock in terms of people want to get in on it, and I hope that this $60 turns into $800 in the next year or so, as NIO grow and they get into new markets. So is NIO a good buy then or not? Well, the reality is I can't really say whether it's a good buy or not. There are a lot of moving parts to NIO, to whether it will be successful or not. But with the backing of Chinese government and various other things, and we're not obviously going backwards in time, so combustion engines will be disappearing, EVs will be coming. If they can get into the European market and the American market, then obviously that is going to really excel them. So I believe they're probably at the bottom of quite a steep S-curve, even though they've had a bit of a rise lately. But the reality is I suspect most EV companies could equally so be just as successful as they are. Obviously they've got big support, but only time will really tell. And with any stocks, it's always a gamble. That things will go up or whatever. The price of Tesla has just gone up massively year after year after year, but actually of late it's pretty much stabilised. So I don't really know is the answer as to whether it's going to be a good buy or not. I suspect you will make some pretty good returns from it. Whether they'll be as fantastic as going to the moon and tenfolding or 10xing or whatever, or whether or not they'll just be a pretty good growth stock, only time will tell. So you need to do your research, but hopefully this video has given you some sort of insight into what NIO is all about, what the stock's about, and whether or not you would consider even reviewing it before purchasing it. So if you like this video, please do smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below. I'm sure there'll be lots of my stock related YouTube followers and other channels. Comment below. There's a bit of NIO loving and a bit of NIO hating as well going on at the moment. So please do feel free to comment below if you've got any views or opinions on it. And with that said, I'll see you next time.